The NBA wants to have a Europe Cup. Is that what you were explaining to me?
So Adam Silver has laid out a vision for what's called the NBA Cup. And the NBA Cup would be where NBA teams face off with teams from Europe and Asia. Now, obviously, it goes back to what we were talking about a couple of segments ago, where these commissioners are really trying to grow the game. But basketball does seem to have taken a hold in different parts of the world on like a real high level. And that's been since the Barcelona Dream Team in like 92, where anywhere those guys went, they were mobbed and bombarded. That was Spain. If you look at it, the game is growing worldwide, and that's made evident by the last bunch of MVPs. You got Giannis, who's from Greece, SGA, who's from Canada, Jokic, who's from Serbia, and Joel Embiid, who's originally not from here either, right? So MVPs of the league the last 5 years are all from a different part of the world. And so you could see the growth of the game everywhere. I get how Adam Silver's trying to capitalize on that. The thing I don't understand is when you do an NBA Cup in Europe and Asia, do the players represent their NBA team, or do they represent their country?
I don't know. I would think you would try to lean into the country, lean into the patriotism.
But then it's not an NBA Cup.
Right.
Then it's the Olympics. You know?
Right, exactly. But I do think Adam Silver, and we're going to see this in 2026 at the NBA All-Star Game, something we saw from hockey. Remember the scenes that we saw with USA-Canada and the brawl as soon as they threw down the gloves right at the start of the game? I think Adam Silver watched that and said, you know what? My sport is losing some of its fan base in the U.S. because no one cares. Like, the guys seem like they just go play for a paycheck and get my stats, and then sure, maybe we'll try around the NBA, around the playoffs. I don't know. Do you think, we talked a little bit about this before, will the players, if they are playing for country in an NBA format, whether it's an NBA Cup or it's an NBA All-Star Game like they're going to do in 2026, are they going to try hard at least? Because that's what I want to see. The All-Star Game, Pro Bowl's a joke, so they canceled it. Now you do flag football. You make it a joke. What is the NBA? Are we just going to go? Because it's a complete joke. Does it change if they add in the international perspective where guys are playing for pride?
Well, you would hope so. What I think is it always stems from the best players.
Yes,
right? It
the
happened
leadership.
back in the old days. If Mike and Magic wanted to go at it, everybody else joins in, right? We heard about those legendary scrimmages with the Barcelona team. If Kobe and LeBron were ready to get after it in the All-Star game, everybody else locks in, and you have the best quarter of All-Star basketball that you've had in 2 decades. The same thing's going to happen if the best players decide we're going to take this thing serious. By default, I don't know why it is. Well, I know why it is. The best players in the locker room are going to be your most popular guys, and everyone gravitates towards them. So if your captains and your leaders take it serious and they bring everybody in, if Tom Brady brings everybody in and says, guys, we're going to take this Pro Bowl seriously, everyone's going to take the Pro Bowl seriously.
Yep.
And that's how it's going to be, man. It's not going to change. If the best players in the world come together, I guess by that point it would probably be who? Who would be your... Would it be Giannis and Luka maybe?
They might. If Giannis is a different cat. He might take it more seriously.
If Giannis says, guys, let's go. Get it together. We're going to take this seriously. We want to put Greece basketball on the map. You see the other teams, the problem
play with
is...
his brothers?
Here's the problem. Yeah.
I don't know if they'll be all-stars, though.
Here's the problem. The problem is all the other countries take it serious.
Right.
And the Americans, for whatever reason, like they've been looking for a reason. I watched the Netflix special on the last Olympic team. And what I came away with was we could have been doing this every year. It just seemed like the American players didn't care enough to do it, while the rest of these players were like, it's a thing for us. We look forward to this. They grow together. They've built that bond, and they look like they've played together before, where the U.S. always looked like a group of individuals. And it was such a beautiful thing to watch that American team come together. You know?
People like effort. That's what I want to see.
There it
I
is.
want to see when they care and when they want to represent your country, or else it'll be a disaster.
Yeah, I agree.
We'll see how it unfolds.